You guys some information about the energy for this week. Move it this way. All right. So I feel like we're heading out of like all the rough energies from the retrogrades. I feel like we have breathing room right now to really hold on to the visions that we have for our future, as well as really kind of contemplate on how all of this is going to work out for ourselves, like what steps we are taking, such as if we're trying to change something about our circumstances, especially surrounding, I feel like it's surrounding like interactions with other people, such as intimate relationships or family life. I feel like there's like this slowdown right now for that in particular. Um, yes, this is live Skywalk. But yeah, I feel like there's a big focus on family, on intimate partnerships right now, um, more than like the pause like type of like the energy that I'm feeling right now is to pause and to reflect, as well as to really connect in that manner with those who are closest to you. Okay. um, there seems to be that type of energy that I'm picking up on. Okay. um, Another thing that I do want to emphasize is there's like this someone's talking to me right now. All right, so room to breathe. Okay, room to breathe, that is the energy we're focusing on. We have room to breathe, room to be ourselves, room to exist, room to just be. Okay. um I also feel like there seems to be a correlation with a lot of growth that you've gone through in the past, even these past few days, like all the intense energy that you've learned from, especially when it came to these types of relationships, like especially when it came to any type of conflict that you might have faced with family members, loved ones, things like that. There seems to be a lot of growth. Like, I feel like the timelines have been merged, meaning like we were probably set on course um, through shadow aspects. And somehow, as soon as these retrogrades hit, we started to do the work, right? Intensely. I would say, even more than anything, you felt it manifesting in your reality through scenarios with other people, interactions such as these. But now I feel like, you know, this breathing room or this pause energy is helping you understand that you're no longer on that timeline anymore, that you've already manifested what you wish to become or what you wish to have in your own reality, such as peace within your family unit, peace within yourself, a better understanding of who you are as a soul, and how these people in your life have contributed to those mirror effects or those aspects of you that you needed to really review. Okay. And so, that being said, let's go ahead and pull some cards and see what we need to focus on this week. Okay. So, hi, everybody. Hi, Aquarian Essence. Hi, Tara. Hi, Dee. So, Creative Essence. Are you spying in my windows? Probably. That Pisces dude. Okay, let me tell you something about my Pisces moon. And this is probably something that a lot of people have found relevant. Okay, so people feel me. Like, people tell me, "Oh, I've had dreams about you," or I've seen you before, or things like that. And I'm just like, I'm probably, because I'm fucking constantly hopping dimensions and just going everywhere no matter what where I go. It doesn't matter where I end up, right? But the funnier thing about a Pisces, and this is something, just correct me if I'm not really stating this correctly, I would say, is it's kind of like a stalker energy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I remember that I was seeing a guy who was a Pisces sun, right? And before we started doing anything, before we started to get to know each other, I would see his energy projected while I was meditating. I would even see him like spying on me or wondering who I am, things like that, asking questions in my dreams. And then, like, and I was just like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, he's stalking me. And so I feel this is very relevant to a Pisces energy, okay? Where we just go through, and I don't think we're doing it intentionally. We just exist in every dimension, and we gather these aspects of ourselves and such knowledge and things like that of people right away. We don't speak about it because we feel like, oh, are we violating their, sovereignty if we sneak a peek or something? Stalker energy, Aquarian essence. But you know what I mean? So I felt like I was being stalked by this sun in Pisces sun guy, right? And then I started to get to know him, and then he started to tell me that he felt I was stalking him. Like, he was like, I had dreams about you, and I felt like you were everywhere I went, I would see you. And I'm just like, oh my God, that's how exactly how I felt too. And I told him, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna lie, you're right. All right, you're right. I felt that way, but for like you were doing that to me. So anyway, we're still friends, right? We never like, well, I mean, we did hook up or anything, like, but it wasn't like anything like, oh, I'm gonna love you for the rest of my life type of feeling, right? It was just more like a curiosity type of energy. And we're still friends, we're still cool. But yeah, so anyway, that's exactly how I feel. And then I have a friend who's a Leo sun and a Pisces moon, and I always feel her presence too. Like, I always feel like, oh my God, I need to talk to her or something, because I think about her, right? And then I'm just like, and then I text her, I'm like, hey, I've been thinking about you, what's going on? And she's like, me too, I've been thinking about you, what's going on? So our Pisces moons are like stalking each other or something like that through the realms. Yeah. Yeah, Aquarian essence, exactly. But anyway, that's this weird Piscean thing, and even a Scorpio thing. You're so right, Aquarius moon. It is like a Scorpio thing too, like where they're just like watching you, like I'm watching you. But anyway, so yeah, like I feel like when I like this is why it's so cool having these placements, is because when you start to really like tap into people's energies with permission, of course, don't violate their sovereignty. But like when you're doing readings or any type of energy work with them, I feel like you start to connect at an emotional level, but also you start to see through their eyes. So that's where the empathy comes from, right? Where the empathic energy comes from is you actually put yourself in their body, in their present moment, how they're feeling, and even feeling in, I think, the physical feeling of like illness or something's wrong with the physical body, that's coming from the earth sign placements, because other earth signs that I've spoken to have this innate ability to know exactly where an injury is in the physical body, because they feel it in their physical body too. And so yeah, so everybody has like this ability to connect in that manner. But I feel like these water energies definitely definitely start peering and stalking stalking people. All right. Right, Aquarian essence. I'm sure that's what it is. You're right, because my friend who's a Leo sun, she's a medium too, right? And then she had this relationship that, like, it's like an on and off relationship with this Pisces sun guy, and she's always feeling him staring at her like at night, or his presence there at night with her, and she has like sexual dreams about him and things like that. And then she gets messages from him saying, "Oh, just thinking of you." They're just like, both of them are thinking of each other, and she's like exploring these sexual realms with him, and it's crazy. Like, she says that it's like low key, like really erotic type of energy, and she had to stay away from him for a while. She was talking to me about it. I was like, yeah, because he's a Pisces, he's stalking you, and you're a Leo, you love it. Scorpio always catches them too. Yeah. Nosy. Yeah. They are, really are, dude, though. Dude, it's like a pleasure thing, right? Like with the Leos, I feel like they really do remember who made them feel that good, right? And so they can't really let it go. Or even if they're in a relationship and things are not going so well, and this is what I've noticed about Leos, things are not going so well, meaning they're not having sex occasionally or often enough for themselves. Uh, in the relationship, they start to daydream of the ex-lover that made them feel really good, and so that's when they start projecting that energy. And they attract that ex-lover. Yep, exactly. Yep, yep. And so that's what it is. It's like they do that stuff. But anyway, I always make sure that when I do anything, such as readings or energy evaluations or even healings for people, I just connect right away, because it feels like some people tend to retain the connection, and then that does get them into trouble, because I remember, who was it? I was doing a live event and I was doing an energy eval on someone, and the someone's uh, actual guides were telling me that somebody was attempting to tap in uh, through them, or on the side or whatever. And so as soon as that energy hit, I felt it like somebody like trying to like push their way through the energy. And then both me and the girl that I was doing this eval on uh, sent out energy, like a protection energy, and pushed this energy out, and the person started getting headaches automatically, because they're not supposed to be tapping into people's energy like that, and they were complaining about, like, oh my god, I have a headache, I have to leave. And we're like, well, were you tapping into someone's energy without permission? Because that's what usually happens with our, guiding systems. Our protector guides will freaking push you out, and they'll do anything that they have to in order for you to learn your lesson, pretty much. And so I remember the girl, after we were done with the live, she messaged me. She's like, hey, did you feel someone trying to attach themselves or something? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I sent them a headache. And I was like, you did that? I was cracking up because I was like, I usually just push energy out, and I let my guides like do the rest. And then she was like, oh no, I was like, no fucking way. Like, this girl is like, that's how powerful she is. She manifested a physical issue with them, like, and she was just like, oh hell no. And she sent that out. She said that she was attacking the third eye in that place, because she got really upset that they were trying to violate her sovereignty, when it was just a connection between me and her. And so it's really important for you guys to remember that too. It's like, it's when you're watching something like that, like, you get curious and stuff like that, just watch. Don't connect, okay? Don't connect your energy. If you feel like you're being drawn into the energy itself, then disconnect and just, close down your computer or something, and clear your energy field, because if it's not for you, it's not meant for you. That's how usually things manifest. Especially you'll get like little attacks here and there, and it's because it wasn't meant for you, okay, and you were violating their sovereignty by tapping in. So it's important for us to really be mindful of this, because there's some people out there who will attack you. like I don't attack, I just block. There's some people that get really upset and they will attack. Yeah, yes, Aquarianesses, we really are. Yep. Yeah, Tara Martinez. Yeah, exactly. It's because, how would you feel if you're in the shower, right? Because this is a very intimate thing, right? Having somebody evaluate your energy for you. It's like you're butt naked in the shower, and the person that's supposed to see it is only supposed to be there, right? So how would you feel if you're butt naked in the shower and you're just, minding your business, and all of a sudden somebody just walks in, is like, "Hey, I'm gonna take a poop." Your shower, you're like, "What the fuck?" So then you get all upset, like, "What the fuck, get out of here," right? So that's exactly how I perceive it, at least. Like, fucking get out of here, right? Like, you're violating the sacredness of this shower by coming in here and shitting. At least that's how I see it. So yeah, some people will attack you, and some people are more nicer, and they just be like, "All right, get the hell out of here." They'll warn you, like me, "Get out of here." But then you have people like this girl, they'll like straight up go for it, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and pull some cards for this week. All right, let's see. So I'm using the Sacred Oracle of Avalon. That's what I'm using for this. This is pretty cool. I got this in the mail yesterday, and I cleansed and cleared it and everything like that. And I really do resonate with cards like that, just have like the minimum description, and then you have to like channel the information yourself, of course. So ooh, okay, so forgiveness is our first card. So forgiveness, the energy of forgiveness, comes in through the sacred journey of the markers. So the markers would be like monolith energy, such as like what we find in Stonehenge, those monoliths, as well as Easter Island, as well as the ones in, I believe, in Peru. There's some monoliths down there, and to include the monoliths in, I believe, in Tula, Mexico. So the forgiveness energy is more of a journey, okay, of a journey of awareness, self-awareness, especially emotional awareness, okay. In this particular energy, we are asked to reflect regarding any past situations that might have you might have encountered, that might have caused any pain or any suffering within you or within other people around you, okay? Because remember, as souls, as a community, we are always in communion with other beings, to include humans, okay? We are always in connection and communion with our loved ones. If they are being attacked, or if they are being somehow violated, we feel it too, and therefore it is our duty as more or less protector energy to protect them and to fight for them, right? So the thing with that, as the forgiveness journey dictates, it's whatever happens through that journey that we need to reflect upon, even if it's having to really fight back with this type of energy, such as any type of opposition, any type of energy that makes you feel like you're being violated, through energetically speaking, or even through your own, I would say, character, okay? So That being said, there is two energies to consider for this. There is the higher heart energy within the heart vortex right here in the heart chakra, like a lot of Eastern philosophies uh, call it. The higher heart represents the Piscean energy, okay? This is the seat of unconditional love. This is the seat of oneness, of understanding our connection to Creator as well as to the world around us, okay? All creation. And then we also have a secondary energy, which is the lower heart or the Gemini energy. So this is about communication and understanding what we are being asked to see at this time when it comes to forgiveness. All right, so communication can take different forms. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a conversation with someone if you're not ready for it. It just means to have a conversation even in the higher realms with their spirit guides, such as if I ever have a confrontation with someone, which is rare nowadays, but if I ever have any type of confrontation with someone, or if I ever get upset with someone, with whatever actions that they're taking or whatever words they're saying against me, I call on their higher self, because sometimes I understand myself well enough that I cannot have that conversation in the present moment because I'm angry, right? So I rather call in their higher self and tell them, hey, I know this situation is all about understanding what I am supposed to do when it comes to putting my foot down. When it comes to making sure that no one disrespects me, things like that. So whatever happens, I call in the higher self and I tell them exactly how I feel. I understand that in the higher realms we are one, but at this time, this aspect of you is creating this emotion within me, and then after that, when I feel it's proper, then I'll confront the person in this reality, right? And so that's what we are being asked to do, is to really reflect upon what has caused pain in your life or who has caused the pain, and really connect with their higher self if it's proper for you, or if it's more proper to connect physically to that person, then do feels whatever feels right, I would say. And then just tell them exactly how you feel. Tell them, hey, because what you're doing is you're not asking for forgiveness, or you're not trying to forgive them. What you're doing is you're trying to heal that connection, right? And you're trying to eventually understand, when you do these things, when you finally speak your truth, then that's when forgiveness is already given. Okay, automatically. It's not like you have to acknowledge, I forgive you, or I forgive you, or you forgive me. That doesn't matter. It is all about the actual journey towards that realization that matters. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do this week. Okay, the next card I pulled was the Water Fairy. So the Fae are definitely very, very potent around this time, especially because we have, a lot of beautiful energy playing out. We also have a lot of growth happening in our gardens, right? With the flowers and even food, like sources such as these things. And so fairies are definitely very much always around, but it feels like even more right now. So water energy, water fairies. So these particular beings are all about movement, okay? Movement forward, but also about intuition and emotions, okay? And with that being said, I feel like there's a deeper connection to your intuition that's going to be revealed this week. Like, you're going to find out that there's more going on behind the background that you have allowed yourself to really understand consciously, okay? So there's going to be kind of like epiphanies, there's going to be kind of like deja vus, there's going to be like aha moments, as well as instant manifestation. I feel like you're going to be able to do this through this connection to your intuition, through your emotional state as well. Um, but I also feel like there's a purification that comes with it, right? Where you purify your energy in order for you to access it even more at a deeper level. So very scorpionic energy, definitely, of course. I mean, we've been through the scorpion energy of shadow work, and then it feels like more of like going from the shadow up or floating from the deep dark ocean. That's how I see Scorpio energy. And because there's volcanic energy involved in Scorpio energy, because remember back in the day, Scorpio was a part of or ruled Mars as well with Aries. So I feel like there is underwater volcano energy to include ocean energy mixed in with the Scorpio energy. And so we're coming from the volcano, from the underwater volcano, from the deepest, darkest, depths of the ocean, and moving on up slowly through upwards into the light, into the top of the oceans, into the waves, okay? And that's what I feel this water fairy energy is going to help you with really floating up again, okay? And becoming more light because of that work that you've done. And then this is how you'll access more of your gifts. This is how you purified yourself and were able to then access or heighten your abilities, your psychic abilities, okay, your intuitive abilities. Like, I'll give you guys an example. uh I think it was last week when I went live to give free no wait to give energy evals and on this on my page here or my channel here. This is funny. Okay, so I was reading people's energy, right? And I was seeing guides pop in, and I was seeing like dragons, I was seeing Pegasus, and I was seeing all these different guides, right? And then when I did, because some people asked for energy eval with a reading, and so when I pulled cards for their readings, all of a sudden, all of these things that I was seeing in their energy field were right in the cards, and so I was like, "Oh shit!" So it was just like, wow, that's like the proof that they needed, right? Like, is she really seeing this? Yes, I am. Here's the card to prove it, right? And so it was pretty funny to see that. And then like there's this girl that had like trumpets playing, like these angels with trumpets just sounding this like the seven trumpets and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my God, like this is crazy. And then all of a sudden I pulled the Archangel Gabriel card, and there's a trumpet sounding like he was she was holding the trumpet. I was like, oh my God, see? And so I thought that was amazing. But yeah, so you'll see little things like that will like really much prove to you as well as prove to them even more that this is what you're perceiving, okay, intuitively speaking, okay. All right, so okay, so next one is the communication card. So we still have a lot of Gemini energy, but we're moving into, slowly moving into that Cancerian energy. So communication is key here, okay, for what we perceive, what we are detecting, what we're navigating through, what we're feeling, and what we need to speak about, okay? And so that being said, ultimately, when you are receiving information, such as channeling information from the higher realms, from your higher self, from your dragon self, from whomever, it is important for you to communicate, especially if you're being drawn to share this information, because it feels like a lot of people are reserving that information for themselves, and that's perfectly fine. But right now, Gemini season is all about communicating. It's all about socializing, right? And so they're being like, even with me, they're pushing me to socialize. That's why I'm like here. um, so um so they're pushing me to socialize, right? And pushing me to tell you guys stuff, right? And so I'm just like, all right, freaking Gemini. All right, fine. Why? Because my I have Chiron in Gemini too. So that's like a part of that wounded healer thing that I need to do. And so anyway, they're pushing me to do that. And so to communicate any messages that I have or any message that I receive from for the collective, and this is what I'm doing right now. And so you guys, you're being asked to do the same through either blog posts, through either social media posting, YouTube video uploading, art, decoration, whatever inspires you to communicate what you are perceiving energetically speaking, or what you're receiving from up high or from down below. It don't matter. It's the same location. In my perspective. So whatever it is, whatever shadow aspects you need to share with, whatever light aspects you need to share with the world, there is always going to be someone who relates. Okay, there's always going to be someone who's going through something similar, who is going to need that message, and who's going to think, oh my God, I cannot give up on this because this person is motivating me. This is my sign here. This person just gave me my sign so that I can continue to move forward in my life, continue to explore different aspects of myself, and not give up on my hopes and dreams, So that's what it is. Okay, you guys. So communication is key, intuition, as well as, of course, the shadow work that you did. All right, acknowledging all that. So that's what I have for you guys for this reading for the week. All right, so let me read these comments because I see Nuta got people riled up right now. Aquarian Essence says, I do the same. I seek to others' higher selves. Some people higher selves have RBF and are Krabby Patties. You're so right. Master Nuta said, you're too kind of just block them. Oh, yay! Korean Essence. So she just put out some stuff for fairies last week. So check out her blog, you guys. Check out the Clearsight Consulting blog. I know Korean Essence has a few of them on there, so I really recommend that you read her stuff. It's pretty awesome. Let's see. Master Nuta said, I had a realization earlier today. I want to reach out to my crush because I don't trust the universe. So I'm less likely to attract her by reaching out. The Aquarium Essence says North Node and Gemini is probably maximizing it. Yep. Skywalker says Archangel Gabriel. So I wanted to talk to you guys about, I know I got a lot of questions about monads, right? About aspects of or archetypes. So all of us fall under several of them because, again, we are multidimensional. So whenever I do readings for you guys, especially when it comes to Ascended Master readings, as well as Archangel readings, these are archetypes, okay? So we as multidimensional beings have many, many types of, I would say, connections here because we're one. Okay, we're a group consciousness. So we go through different aspects of these archetypes, okay? Whatever is necessary for our growth at that current stage in our life. So there's people who really retain the persona of these aspects or these monads to however long it takes for them to realize that they are more than that. And so what I'm saying is, if you're going through something that it's necessary for you to realize who you are as an aspect of God, such as a creator, such as an archangel, an angel, a seraphim, a dragon, a fairy, ascended master, then take that in. Okay, take that energy in because that's who you are. Okay, at that time, that's what you need to integrate, acknowledge, and bring in the wisdom from that aspect. Okay, be that aspect. Okay, live that aspect, and therefore there's going to be something else that pops up later on in your life if you're going through other stages of growth that is going to make you see you're the goddess or you're the god, right? Or you're the archangel, you're the fairy, things like that. Integrate it, you guys. Integrate it. It is not completely like you have to be that person for the rest of your life. No, it's about acknowledging that you are that person or that being because they're you too, because that's what oneness is. That's what collective consciousness merge is. Okay. A lot of people don't understand this because they think, oh, I just want to be this being, and nobody else is this being. But that's not true. Everyone is that being at some point in their growth. And even if they don't acknowledge it, there's still aspects of the monad ingrained because we are merged, you guys. We are merged at the higher levels as creator energy, okay? Creator energy is the top energy, okay? The creation or the creator, the spark of life, where we all come from. All of these aspects come from, and then it trickles down into the 3D, okay? And so this is something that I learned as a Toltec shaman, because when I want to connect in particular to creator energy, I go to my star, who I am as a physical star in the universe. And so then I become the star, I merge with the star, I am the star, and I reflect as the star without eyes, without ears, without a voice, just pure channel information without judgment, without the mind of the human that judges, right? And that's when I get the most accurate information for my human existence, right? And then from there, I go downwards into the other dimensions, right? Into the dimensions of creation, such as the spirit realms. And I look at the aspects that I have as the Hydra, for example. I'm a five-headed Hydra. And I integrate that energy, right? Because it has all of the elements to include myself as the fifth. And then, of course, whatever I need for that. Then I go into the archangel realms and I become the archangel and whatever I need for that aspect, whatever I need to learn, so on and so forth. And so, yes, there is this need for identifying. There's a need to identify ourselves. But I'm telling you right now, it's not necessary because you are everything at once. Okay. But yeah, so if you are feeling like an archangel, be the archangel, you guys. Be the archangel, okay? You're feeling like a dragon. Be the fucking dragon, all right? Aquarius is just being pushed to, and Saturn Aquarius is like, shh. Virgo Nuna says like Kyra rules Virgo. It pretty, yeah, you know what? It's true. You're welcome. Oh, cool. You're adding more to the blog. Yes, you guys, please check out the blog. Oh, yay. Aquarian as me and Rachel Mike are still beefing since 2017. Yeah, mastering it, being yourself, exactly. Being all aspects of who you are is definitely important. Yeah. Oh, yay! Thanks for drawing me as a five-headed Hydra. Really, Aquarian essence? Yeah, I feel like you are too. I feel like you definitely have that Hydra energy because you incorporate a lot of different aspects, and you are definitely more of like comfortable with the cosmic aspects of who you are, as well as the underworld aspects, and that's pretty awesome because Hydra energy, is very cosmic, but also very like underworld energy. And I feel like there's a combination of all the elements, of course, as well as shadow and light, and that's what makes a Hydra, in my opinion. It's the multi dimensional vision. Master Nuda, you found out your draconian stars, you said I'm going to embody that draconian Illuminati cabal energy. do it if you need to. If you really need to do it, then do it. I don't be afraid of being of incorporating these aspects, because this is what shadow work does too, where we deny aspects of ourselves, right? And it's time for us to really look at them and incorporate them in and acknowledge them and be that aspect. And so that's what I love about, all of us who are here, who are highly intuitive. We have the sight, to see these aspects, and it's up to us to, whenever we feel we should incorporate it or we should be these aspects, to do it. I mean, goddamn, like, I have different names for my sun, moon, and rising, and I'm still working on finding out the different names of my other, like, my planet placements right now. But my sun and moon and rising have different personalities, and I incorporate them because it's necessary for us to do so. Like last week, I was very much a very high energy sag sun called Kyle, or Sag Kyle. I call him Sag Kyle. This is this cool dude that was like trying to like swim through all of this crazy energy of the retrogrades and just be like, man, I'm not having a good time, bro. Like, this is bullshit. But he's definitely has that aspect, and it came out a lot because I was goofing off a lot. And so I was just like, shit, I need to stop goofing off. And then I have my rising, who is Dr. Meredith. And she is this really rigid energy, but also a healer energy, but very rigid and very set in her ways. And she was not approving of the goofiness that Kyle was bringing to my life. But anyway, I was definitely going back and forth with these. Oh my God. And then my Pisces moon is Princess Stacy. And she is like, I love everyone. I love everyone. We're all one. Like this sugar plum fairy energy. That's what it is. It's a princess, a fairy princess. Princess Stacy, I call her though. But yeah. But we have to, like some people, like I say, like when I'm looking at my psychology text, because I'm going through my master's right now, some people might call this multi-personality disorder, but I call it aspecting and merging. Yes, exactly. All these planets have archetypes. Yep, exactly. And that's why we should incorporate them. Whenever we feel there's a need for them, we should incorporate them. Yep. Let's see what it says. Aquarian Essence loves her underworld aspects. To vaccinate himself. Bill Gates. Master, that I already got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Yeah, exactly, Skywalker. So it feels to me, it feels like it's a need and it's a necessity, because this is how a lot of us do shadow work, where we incorporate the shadow aspects, we label them, and we integrate, right? And the same thing can be applied to the light aspects, or to the planetary aspects, or to even the cosmic aspects, or the higher dimensional ones, right? And so like the angelic realm, ascended masters, even the galactic aspects, there's so many of them. Like every time, like I have this lady that comes to me for galactic heritage readings, and she knows her aspects that she wants to verify, right? Like she wants to verify what energy she's in and what aspects are coming through, and I always verify them for her. And it's a different aspect every reading, right? Because she's going through different things every time, so the energy is continuously changing, and it's never going to be stagnant. It's always going to continue to flow. And so when I do readings, I do it at the time that is perfectly aligned with what the energy of the person is needing at that time, right? And so she has like Lyran, and then Pleiadian that came up, and then one was like Asani, and then there's other stuff that came up, and I even linked it too because we have the summer triangle happening right now, so there's a lot of Lyran energy aspecting, and then we're moving from the Pleiadian Lyran energy to the Syrian Lyran energy, because again that summer triangle is still in the sky with the energies of Vega, and the energies of Aguilar, and the energies of the Swan. And so looking at these constellations will be beneficial as well. It's like looking at what's directly above your home will be even helpful, especially at nighttime. Like if you have the Skywatch like app where you could just put it on top of your ceiling, like phone it up and see what you're under, like when you're sleeping or when you're in your bed, then you could even reach or actually communicate to that constellation's energy to reveal any aspects that need to be revealed from past lives there, or from your multidimensional aspects from that actual constellation too. So I recommend that too, to explore even more. That's what I do every time. Because then it makes sense why I have crazy dreams, right? Why I see these crazy things in my dreams, right? And then I'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then of course, during the day, why are you feeling like a Lyran, right? Why are you feeling like a Syrian? Why are you feeling like a Pleiadian? Why, things like that will be helpful to understand too, because we have the fixed stars transiting and connecting directly to our sun, and then from there to the earth. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Aquarian essence, hell yeah. Venus is, because Venus represents the morning star and the evening star. And what does the morning star represent in a lot of cultures is a being that comes to change the world and change your mind, right? About how you perceive things, a freedom is gained from the knowledge that we retain from these aspects, or from this being, or from whatever that was probably told back in the olden days that it was evil. Well, more like the Christian Bible days, or the Judaic days, that it was an evil thing for you to want to know more, for you to want to explore the universe, for you to want to be like God, and that it was a bad thing. And we're just like, now we're realizing that no, it's not. It's not a bad thing. It is a part of who we are as co-creators, as existing in the place of creator, meaning that we are living the life that creator wants us to live, so that creator understands itself better. Okay, it's living through us. And so it's not evil to want to explore astrology. It's not evil to want to explore the underworld. It's not evil to want to explore the galaxy and everything like that. So yeah, I think a Venusian energy does have a dark side of it, does have the siren side of it, the succubus side of it, so to speak. I've known a lot of heavy Venusian people, and they do have that type of energy. I'm not gonna lie, they do have that type of energy. Like I know a lot of Libras in particular who have a succubus energy to them, or incubus energy to them, where people dream of them having sex with them, right? And I'm just like, yeah, I knew it. Yeah, the morning star, Lucifer, exactly. Yeah, exactly. What can be perceived as a bad thing. And it's definitely an exploration of that perception too. Where, why do you feel that's evil? Why do you feel that's bad? Why do you feel that's a no-no, right? It all comes back to like our primal urges. and our animalistic senses and such things that we've repressed because we've told ourselves that we are far more advanced and far more evolved than the animals, right? Which is nonsense. Which is real nonsense, right? That's us, our ego with the judgment, right? Making us feel like we're farther force, like a superior force than nature itself. So definitely good to explore that. Yeah, exactly. It's one and the same. Yeah. So it's a very much a concept of or a matter of degrees, right? It really is. Um, and exploring that will be very beneficial for all of us. Colette, she says, Libra Sun and eighth, previously guilty of that. I knew it. I'm just kidding. I always laugh at it because I always see like I had like this one Libra friend, right, where she was like really like she exuded sexuality, okay? And when I looked at her placements, there's a lot of heavy Venusian energy there. And of course, Scorpio energy. But she really emulated the Venusian energy and she emulated the dark side of sexuality too, or the obsession that happens with sexual, promiscuity. And I love her to death, no matter what she does. But I wanted her to understand that because of this promiscuity, this need for connection in that sexual manner, then she was not going to find the person that'll accept her in that manner and keep her, right? And so this is some lesson that she had to learn on her own, of course. But I never said anything. I just advised her, like, hey, man, you're attracting fuck boys. Like, that's what you're attracting. I'm sorry, but we got to see what's going on. Do you really want a relationship or not? What's going on? You have to make a choice. And so as soon as she decided, okay, I really want a relationship, then she got it. That promiscuity energy went away. That succubus energy went away. Oh, I love it. We all have that though. Like we all have that the the need for connection in that way, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a understanding that we do it subconsciously, and that's when we have to do it consciously, understanding why we have that need. Yeah, Colette. There's no judgment in that. It's just a matter of just reflection. That's what it takes, is reflection. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you guys for being here with me and listening to my crazy Piscean aspects and Gemini and Uranus and everything that I have in my chart, as well as who I am as Stariari, as Ari. But yeah, so I just want to let you guys know communication is a key today. If you're feeling pushed to communicate, to share, please do so. Listen to your guidance. Even if it's something that you feel like it's going to reveal some type of shadow aspects and things like that, it's perfectly in alignment with what you need at this time, as well as what other people might be needing as well. Okay. So, catch your Pokemon ball. All right, you guys, love you so much. Oh yeah, and then on Thursday this week on the Mystical Illuminations YouTube channel, me and Mike Ravinity are going to be doing some energy evals as well as some readings if you guys are interested. Okay, and we're going to be using, I think, the super chat on YouTube, so you guys can purchase through there. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So it's gonna be fun. Okay, Micro hasn't done it for a while on the channel, but she has had her own. She does have her own YouTube as well. Not YouTube, but yeah, she does have a YouTube. More or less, she goes on Facebook more and TikTok. So if you guys haven't seen her on Mystical, then she has been doing her thing on these other things. Okay, so I really recommend that you check her out. She's a Toltec shaman like me. She's one of my initiates, and she's going to be teaching from now on with the academy that's going to start on the 16th. So whoever is signed up with the academy We're going to start our first lesson plan on the 16th at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Okay, so I'll see you guys then. I'll send you guys a Zoom link 5 minutes prior, and we'll start off. Okay, so love you guys. Mwah! Love you, love you, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.